If it was just one church, I would probably have ignored this. But since there was a collage of churches, and I want you guys to pause the video, do whatever you need to read all of these statements. But there's a collage of churches that are insisting that intellect is of the devil, but faith is of God. Or saying things like the reason is the greatest enemy. That reason is the greatest enemy that faith has. So if you're a reasonable person, and that is the enemy of faith, because reason requires some type of facts to back it up, some type of evidence in order to support your claim. But of course, for these statements here, it says turn your brain off and let the spirit take over. Meaning, turn off all those things that you know is right, that you know is factual, and just let the spirit take you. Which, is it the spirit, or is it the person in the pulpit? Is it the conditioning that you've been given for your entire life, or for whatever time frame you've been a part of a religion? Is it the doctrine that has been determined by people who have been dead for thousands of years? Is it the doctrine of John Calvin? Is it the doctrine of Martin Luther? Is it the doctrine of Augustus or Jerome or Justin Martyr? Whose doctrine are you following that was written by people who did not understand the science to which we have today? I mean, this would be like you saying, hey, I'm going to go to a doctor. But even though that doctor has knowledge of viruses and microorganisms, that Louis Pasteur realized that it was viruses and microorganisms that creates disease. Even though those things are known by a doctor, you'd rather go and say, nope, we're going to ignore that. Turn your brain off and let's just pray about it. Let's just have faith about it. No vaccination, no cures by the modern medical industry, not even cures by the natural medicines. Not eat your way, not, your grandmother putting together things like my grandmother did. Every year she put together her homeopathic remedy, and we didn't catch the flu. We never needed to go get a shot. We didn't catch the flu because grandma knew how to prevent the flu. But that would be like you turning off your brain to all those things and just saying, I'm not going to go with factual information that we have. I'm just going to go with spirit information. Now, this is a tactic that is used by religion, that is used by government, in order for people to remain under the control and under the heel of these devices of government and religion, so that you will never go outside of what they desire for you to do. This is why the American Medical Association has destroyed so many people's careers. This is why the government has seized patents on different inventions. This is why people who speak out against these religions have been censored or called witches, or had their houses burned down, or anything else, because the system is designed to keep people under their thumb. The beauty of today is that we have access through different venues that the government does not have control over. This is why they're trying to shut down TikTok, even though I'm not a huge fan of TikTok, but this is why they're trying to shut TikTok down. It's because the US government doesn't have control over it. They don't have the control over the spread of information, because information has always been power, because that power can cause a regime to crumble once the information is given out, once the information is taught to the people, once each generation learns more and more about the false flags that these entities consistently present to us. And these churches are part of that cycle, part of the cog. They're a cog in the wheel. They're a part of that system that says, let me keep you ignorant of facts and keep you wholly leaning on faith, because in faith I can control you. In facts, I cannot. So y'all have a great day. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.